Step into the world of Seishu, where a single moment of heated confrontation sets the stage for a journey of self-discovery. At the Ica Prize Award reception, the director's harsh words cut deep, accusing Seishu of copying others. Fueled by anger, Seishu strikes the director, leading him to seek solace in the remote village of Goto. Upon his arrival in Goto, Seishu meets the village chief, Yujiru, who hands him the key to his new home. Exploring his new abode, Seishu is startled to find a young girl, Naru, hiding in a closet. Yujiru explains that this house is Naru's base, and she quickly nicknames Seishu Junon Boy. Despite his initial frustration and attempts to drive them away, Seishu eventually relents to their presence. As Seishu works on his calligraphy, Naru's innocent comments comparing his work to her teacher's ignite his temper once more. Seeking refuge outside, he encounters Naru again, leading to mutual apologies and a burgeoning friendship. Naru then takes Seishu on a tour of the island, culminating in a breathtaking sunset view. As night falls, the entire village gathers at Seishu's home to introduce themselves. Amidst the welcoming atmosphere, Seishu begins to feel a spark of enjoyment in his new surroundings, hinting at the adventures and growth awaiting him in Goto. Thus begins Seishu's journey, a tale of healing, friendship, and the rediscovery of passion, where the quiet life of Goto holds the promise of new beginnings and unexpected joys. Hiroshi is reluctantly tasked with delivering a meal to Seishu. He resolves to tell Seishu that this will be the last meal they provide. Meanwhile, at Seishu's place, Miwa, Tamako, and Naru arrive, concerned about the belongings they left behind. Their visit quickly turns playful as they chat and joke around before eventually leaving. The tranquility is short-lived as Naru returns, this time with Hina in tow. Hiroshi finally reaches Seishu's home, only to find Seishu fainting upon opening the door. Amidst the confusion, Naru eagerly leads Hiroshi to another room, revealing a treasure trove of Seishu's calligraphy. Inspired by the dedication evident in Seishu's work, Hiroshi finds a renewed sense of determination to pursue his own efforts with equal vigor. The following day, Naru revisits Seishu but finds him looking unwell. Concerned, she ensures he gets to the hospital. The news spreads quickly, and Seishu's hospital room fills with visitors, each bringing a piece of warmth and cheer. Surrounded by friends and well-wishers, Seishu's spirits lift despite his condition. The day after his hospital stay, Seishu is discharged, greeted by the villagers' bright smiles and encouraging words. His brief illness becomes a moment of connection, deepening his bond with the community around him. As Seishu returns to his home, a sense of gratitude and inspiration fills him. The support of his friends and the village's warmth offer a renewed sense of purpose, weaving a tapestry of community and resilience. Seishu, out of ink, heads to the local store. There, he meets Tamako, who also needs ink. In a moment of generosity, Seishu gives her the last ink pot. As they walk home together, Tamako asks if Seishu can review her manga, which she plans to submit to a shonen magazine. However, upon opening the first page, Seishu is shocked by the amount of gore. Seishu advises Tamako to tone down the gore and add more elements of friendship, akin to typical shonen mangas. Passionately, Tamako argues her vision of shonen manga. Eventually, Seishu is compelled to read her entire work. Tamako also hands him a bag full of manga, including titles like Full Metal Alchemist and Soul Eater, to deepen his understanding. Back home, Tamako worries that Seishu might reveal her secret otaku and fujoshi identity to the village. She rushes to his house and finds Seishu and Hiroshi in an awkward position, leading her to flee in embarrassment. The next day, Seishu learns that his calligraphy piece has won second place in a contest. Feeling downcast because he had worked hard and lost to an 18-year-old, Seishu sinks into depression. Naru, with her infectious cheerfulness, lifts his spirits, and they head out to catch mochi. Despite his efforts, Seishu fails to catch any mochi. An elderly lady offers him words of encouragement, rekindling his resolve. Back home, Seishu shares his day's adventures with everyone, expressing his gratitude and joy. Seishu, faced with a malfunctioning computer and phone, heads to a local store to make a call. On his way, he stops by a spot known for its many cats, Seishu's soft spot. As the owners open the door, the cats rush out, and one of the owners hands Seishu a cat. However, the cat scratches him, triggering an allergic reaction Seishu didn't know he had. Despite this, he continues to the store. At the store, Seishu spots Naru and Hina and meets Aki, Tamako's brother. He makes his call to Kawafuji requesting a new computer. Kawafuji informs Seishu about an upcoming calligraphy contest, sparking his interest. On his way back home, Seishu accidentally knocks over a basket of seaweed belonging to Miwa's father. Apologetically, he agrees to a small favor, painting the name on Miwa's father's boat. Initially nervous about making a mistake, Seishu soon gets into the task, producing a result that greatly pleases Miwa's father. With each stroke, Seishu finds a rhythm, merging his calligraphy skills with the practical task. The satisfaction of Miwa's father boosts Seishu's confidence, turning a simple favor into a moment of artistic accomplishment. Seishu's journey through the village continues to be one of unexpected encounters and heartfelt connections. From allergic reactions to new friendships, each day in Goto brings unique challenges and joys, shaping his path as an artist and a member of the community. As Seishu diligently works on his calligraphy, Naru's grandpa arrives, offering him a bag of konamon. Enthralled by the taste, Seishu quickly finishes the entire bag and craves more. Just then, Naru, Tamako, and Miwa arrive with more konamon and seek Seishu's help with their school project, which involves calligraphy. The next day, Yujiru invites Seishu to the ocean to keep an eye on the children who are going to swim. Accompanied by Miwa, Tamako, and Hiroshi, they head to the beach. Upon arrival, Seishu slips, falls, and passes out. When he awakens, everyone is enjoying the ocean, with Tamako sitting beside him, staring intently. Tamako finally asks Seishu's opinion about Hiroshi. Misinterpreting her curiosity as a romantic interest, Seishu praises Hiroshi, causing Tamako's fujoshi imagination to run wild. She dashes away, and in his attempt to follow, Seishu slips, falls, and passes out again. When Seishu regains consciousness, it's already time to leave, but Naru, Miwa, and Hiroshi are missing. Hina guides Seishu to them, revealing they are jumping off a high cliff. After Hiroshi and Miwa jump, Naru wants to as well. Seishu tries to stop her but slips, falls, and passes out yet again. Waking up, Seishu is furious, but also overwhelmed with worry for the first time. His emotions get the best of him, and he sheds a few tears. Touched by his concern, everyone hugs Seishu and promises never to make him worry again. They all return to Seishu's house where the day's events leave everyone exhausted. As the night falls, they all fall asleep, their bond strengthened by the shared experiences and the promises made. Kosuke and Kawafuji arrive at the Goto Islands, but soon find themselves lost. They encounter Naru, and Kawafuji asks her for directions to Seishu's house. However, the villagers misunderstand his intentions, believing he's trying to capture Naru and promptly take him to the village. That night, as Seishu dines with Naru and Hiroshi, Miwa arrives with Kawafuji and Kosuke in tow. Kawafuji, drunk, berates Seishu for not answering his calls, then promptly pukes and falls asleep in Seishu's house. Kosuke introduces himself, revealing he's the 18-year-old who bested Seishu in the calligraphy competition. Hiroshi and Miwa try to conceal this from Seishu, fearing he might get depressed again, but Seishu confides that he already knows who Kosuke is. The next day, while Kawafuji nurses a hangover, Kosuke visits Seishu's house. He expresses his admiration for Seishu, showing him the magazines featuring his work. However, Kosuke also criticizes Seishu's recent calligraphy, urging him to return to Tokyo. After a moment of reflection, Seishu explains that the calligraphy Kosuke admires was taught by his father, and on this island, he's striving to find his own unique style. Later, at Hiroshi's house, Seishu learns that Naru has been distributing magazines featuring his work around the village. This quickly leads to the villagers coming to Seishu's house, eager to get his autograph. As the episode concludes, the bonds between Seishu and the villagers deepen. Amidst misunderstandings and revelations, Seishu's journey of self-discovery continues, fueled by the support and curiosity of those around him. The vibrant life of Goto Island weaves its way into Seishu's heart, shaping his path forward. Seishu, Kawafuji, Kosuke, Naru, Miwa, Hina, and Hiroshi set out for a fishing trip. For Kawafuji, Kosuke, and Seishu, it's their first time, and they have much to learn. Hiroshi, on the other hand, is determined to catch a hisanio, a prized and expensive fish. As they fish, Kawafuji reveals that Kosuke hasn't been writing since seeing Seishu's latest work. Kosuke had been trying to emulate Seishu's calligraphy, but Seishu's shift in style left him adrift, struggling to find his own voice. Kosuke's calligraphy mirrored Seishu's old style, which in turn mirrored his father's. As the day wanes, Hiroshi throws his last bait into the water. After a while with no bites, he decides to pack up and hands his rod to Kosuke. Suddenly, a big fish catches the bait, and everyone rushes to help. They manage to pull the fish out of the water, realizing it's a hisanio. But just as they celebrate, the bait breaks and the fish slips back into the water. The next day, Kosuke and Kawafuji prepare to leave the island. Kosuke apologizes to Seishu for his earlier behavior and thanks him for the lessons learned during their stay. As Kosuke and Kawafuji depart, Seishu reflects on the impact of their visit. The island of Goto continues to be a place of growth, connection, and unexpected adventures. It's Naru's birthday, and everyone plans a surprise party for her. However, Seishu struggles to decide on a gift. After much contemplation, he settles on giving her a beetle. Seishu heads outside, attempting to buy a beetle from Kentaro for 10 yen. But Kentaro, intending to gift Naru beetles himself, refuses. This leaves Seishu with one option. He must catch one himself. Returning home to grab a ladder, Seishu heads back to Kentaro's place. Despite finally getting a chance to catch a beetle, he's too scared to touch it. After a day filled with mishaps and falls, Kentaro gives Seishu a beetle, which promptly bites him and flies away. Back at his house, everything is prepared for the surprise party. When Naru arrives, the first order of business is presenting her with gifts. Seishu, feeling a bit anxious, hands over his gift, an "I'll do anything you say" ticket. To his surprise, Naru loves it. The next day, Seishu and Naru visit the graveyard, as it's the Bon Festival period. They pay their respects at Naru's grandmother's grave, and then join the villagers for an evening of fun, celebrating until late into the night. As the Bon Festival brings everyone together, Seishu finds himself deeply moved by the sense of community and tradition. With only 2 weeks remaining until the Narukane contest deadline, Seishu is still struggling to find inspiration. Meanwhile, his bath boiler breaks, prompting him to seek Yujiru's help. Yujiru suggests heating the bath with a fire, requiring them to gather wood from the forest. Reluctantly, Seishu joins him. After collecting wood with Yujiru, Seishu asks Naru to keep an eye on the fire. However, Miwa and Tamako arrive and start messing with the fire, making it too hot, which angers Seishu. Once his bath is finally ready, Seishu heads to the kitchen, where he finds Hiroshi. Hiroshi has come to make Seishu's lunch since his mother is unavailable. After enjoying their meal, a crying Hina bursts in, saying that Naru is being bullied. Hiroshi and Seishu rush to the scene, finding 3 kids from another village bullying the local children. After a childish confrontation, the bullies leave upon seeing Aki. The following day, Seishu ventures into the mountains with Naru and his friends. As darkness falls on their return, Seishu accidentally falls off a cliff. Unaware, Naru and the others think Seishu took a different path. Alone and frightened, Seishu believes he might die. But then, he looks up and sees the stunning night sky filled with stars and a falling star. This moment of beauty inspires him, and he makes a wish to be saved. Miraculously, Miwa, Tamako, and Naru find him just in time. Seishu completes his work for the Narukine exhibit, and meanwhile the decision is made for him to return home. As he strolls with Naru, they encounter Kusaku, who enlists Seishu's help in building a dam. In addition, Kusaku asks Seishu to assist with rewriting names at a local shrine, honoring those who contributed. On his way back home, Aki informs Seishu of a call from Kawafuji. Overheard on the phone, Kawafuji declares, "I'll return." The following day, everyone gathers for the festival. After the festivities, Seishu quietly departs from the island, leaving without saying goodbye to anyone. Seishu's sudden departure leaves a lingering sense of absence among those he touched on Goto Island. His journey of self-discovery, marked by friendships and artistic growth, takes a new turn as he returns to his former life, leaving behind memories and bonds that shaped his time on the island. As Seishu sails away, the island continues its timeless rhythm, carrying forward the stories and connections he forged during his stay, a testament to the transformative power of shared experiences and the enduring impact of moments lived fully. Back in Tokyo, Seishu finds himself uneasy about his new work, feeling it doesn't align with his true style. When the director arrives, Seishu apologizes sincerely, and to his surprise, the director praises his new work, considering it worthy of winning first prize. However, in a moment of panic, Seishu blurts out that it isn't his real work, and that his true submission is still en route. Now faced with the task of creating a new piece for the competition, Seishu struggles to find inspiration. However, a call from the people of Goto Island brightens his mood and reignites his creative spirit. He decides to title his new work Stone Wall. As Seishu begins to sketch out Stone Wall, he draws upon memories of his time on the island, its landscapes, its people, and the moments of quiet introspection. The essence of Goto Island flows into his art, infusing it with authenticity and depth. With renewed determination, Seishu dives into his work, weaving together his experiences and emotions into a tapestry of ink and brushstrokes. Each stroke tells a story, capturing the resilience and beauty he discovered in the stone walls of Goto Island. As the deadline approaches, Seishu pours his heart into Stone Wall, embracing the challenge with newfound clarity and purpose. Seishu's return to the island faces a hurdle in the form of his mother's strong opposition. Amidst their discussion, Seishu learns a surprising truth. His father once lived on the island too. This revelation adds a deeper layer to Seishu's connection with Goto Island. Eventually, Seishu's mother presents him with a box sent by the islanders. Seeing the joy it brings her son, she relents, agreeing to let him return. The next day, Seishu boards a plane back to the island. Upon his arrival, Seishu is greeted with warm surprises from everyone. Amidst the celebrations, he receives a call from Kawafuji, informing him that he placed 5th in the competition. Despite not winning, Seishu finds solace in the realization that his work, which prominently featured the names of the islanders and those close to his heart like Naru and Miwa, is something he can be proud of. As Seishu reflects on his journey, the support and love from Goto Island reaffirm his sense of belonging. Each stroke of his calligraphy tells a story of connection and gratitude, bridging past and present, family and community. In this embrace, Seishu finds not only artistic fulfillment, but also a renewed sense of purpose and identity.